Well, been gone for a week on vacation, so I come back to check out things around the house. And we've had a couple of storms while I'm gone, so got a lot of debris in the yard. Also got a new mole. I've been trying to catch that dude with my trap, but so far he's just not working. And Clifford keeps knocking my bucket off of it. I put a bucket over it, otherwise Clifford gets stuck on here. So I'm gonna put the bucket back over it and hopefully we'll get one. If you're interested, that's the yard dog. I picked it up at Home Depot, but they also have it on Amazon, so I may share a link. But as you can see, this guy's making a mess. So I've got to get him caught. I've caught 3 of them so far this year with this particular trap. And when I say caught, understand they're not alive when I take them out of the trap. So I'm not trying to hide that from anybody. It's like a scissor trap. So I have another video on it if you want to check it out. If not, that's fine. Just because several of you have expressed interest in the robot, I'm going to add it a little more. This one, I named it Clifford, but it's just a Husqvarna 115H. It's actually a discontinued model, but if you'd like to see a replacement model, I have that in my Amazon store. I highly recommend it, but don't think these things are just set and they never have to be handled. While I was on vacation, about day 4, he decided to jump the perimeter wire. I have the perimeter wire type, and my perimeter wire runs around this bed. So I'll kind of show you here with my finger, just to the outside. And what he'd done is what I'm mimicking here. I actually made it do it. It jumped over the perimeter wire, so it thinks it got lifted. So just to give you an idea of what it takes to reset it, it's nothing to it. You're going to pull it back. So get it back in range. You're going to open the little door. And then, I know you can't hardly see that, and I'm sorry, but that's okay. You have a PIN number or a password. So I'm going to enter it. And it's going to say lifted. You simply say okay. And then you hit start. And it goes back to schedule. It's going to take right back off and start mowing. So as you can see, we've had a couple of good storms. The yard is in really good shape, better than it's ever been since I lived here. So this is the first year using the Automower out here. And it just trims that little bit and it feeds the grass. So it's just a great thing. But I'm not going to lie to anybody and tell you, hey, you can just put this in your yard and you'll never have to worry about it again. That's just not true. It's not hard to maintain. It's not hard to get it to reset. But there are going to be breaks in the wire. Either you're going to cut them, a squirrel's going to bury a nut, whatever. I have videos that show you there's a little device to track down where it's broke at. Nothing to it, but it does require a few minutes. And if you're elderly and can't get on your knees or something, you'll have to hire somebody. But for anybody that can get down there for 15 or 20 minutes, make a quick splice, it's really easy. Now let's take a look at this garden. The person we had watching the house has picked several of the Romas. I picked a couple when I got home last night, but the plant continues to do great. It's got several babies. The cherry tomato and the pink girl are trying to encroach, so I'm going to have to do some tie up. But after all this rain, I mean, I expect it. These plants are unwieldy, and once they get a little moisture, they take off. But my favorite has been this beefsteak. It continues to perform. The best tomato I've ever grown. Look at the size of some of these. Got another one just about ready. I'll probably pull that today just to keep the birds from eating it. The Better Bush. It's a tasty tomato. I got one there just about ripe. I still prefer the beefsteak, but doesn't mean it's not good. The cherry tomato, I picked a couple of dozen last night, and it looks like by the end of today or tomorrow, there'll be another dozen ready. The pink girl hasn't quite been as fast as the rest, but as you can see in the last day or two or week since I've been gone, this thing has really took off. I'm gonna have to tie it back. I think right now I'm just gonna wrap this cable around it to keep it this way because it's getting on top of my aromas. But it's really came along. We've had 2 or 3 ripe come off of it. Cherry tomatoes will go everywhere if you allow them to. And that's okay, I like them, but I don't want them killing the other plants. The cucumbers, before I left, I pulled all the little bitty tiny ones all the way down because I didn't want anything getting crazy while I was gone. And for the most part, it did fine. But even with that, that came from nothing to that size in 1 week. So that one's ready to pull. And the reason I pulled them off, if they get full grown and you don't pull them off, the plant will think its life cycle's over and will die. And that's happened to me a couple of times. That's a nice cucumber. So anyway, I'm gonna pull that one off, look for a couple more. I know there's at least a couple more in here because I briefly looked last night. Cucumbers are very good at hiding. Anybody that's grown any, you know that. There's another one. See that burpless in there? The burpless has been interesting. Never grew one before. They're spiky, really spiky. I'm gonna try to get this one off. It's pickle size. Anyway, see all them spikes? I mean, it doesn't hurt you, but you can feel it. It's got little prickly little things all over it. So it's an interesting variety. Do I have any more hiding? I don't know. Just curious, what's been your biggest surprise as an amateur, if you're an amateur? Why does the pink girl came in a good 3 weeks past some of the others? The cherry tomatoes, just like I said, just finally have really took off, so I'm gonna have to tie them back, prune them back to keep them off of the other plants. And this red beefsteak, once again, what's your situation with it? Have you had really good luck with these? I love them. My favorite is the red beefsteak and the aromas. And the aroma looks like he's getting overshadowed, so I'm gonna have to see if I can give him some room. Don't want to make this a super long video, but I wanted to share my yard and garden update. I don't know, I'm 63, so this is what I'm taking care of along with a full-time job still. So I look forward to hearing from you. Hope everybody enjoyed this, got a little bit out of it. Please like and comment. I love making this content, but if it's not useful, why do it? So until the next video, y'all take care.